Hi there, friends, and welcome to another story time with Miss Cat. Today we're going to be continuing our social justice storytime series with a book called New Shoes. Now, New Shoes is a fictional book, but it takes place during the time of the Jim Crow laws and segregation, which is a very unfortunate part of America's history. And we are going to be learning a little bit about what it was like to be in those times today. And we are reading New Shoes by Susan Lynn Meyer with the permission of Holiday House. And let's see, Eric Velasquez did the pictures for this one. So without further ado, New Shoes. Now we've got shoes here, but we've got sketches of feet. So let's see how those come into play together. My cousin Charlotte hands me the package as we stand outside Johnson's Shoes. If you could have any of the shoes in the window, I ask, which ones would you choose? Those, Charlotte says, pointing to red sandals. How about you, Ella May? Today I choose saddle shoes. They'd be just right for back to school. But I know full well it's just wishing. Money's too tight for new shoes. When I get home, Mama opens the package. Winslow's shoes are in good shape, she says. She hands them to my brother Clayton. That's the way we always hand them down. Winslow's shoes go to Clayton. Charlotte's go to me. I clean Charlotte's old shoes, but when I put them on, they pinch my toes. I show Mom. Mama sighs. We'll just have to scrape together money for new shoes. Shoes I pick out myself? I can't believe it. On Saturday, we're going to Johnson's. On Saturday morning, when we walk in, the bell jingles. Mr. Johnson looks our way. Behind us, the door jingles again. A girl with yellow curls walks in with her daddy. Mr. Johnson heads towards them. Mama and I walk to the back of the store and stand against the wall. The blonde-haired girl tries on shoes, posing in front of the mirror. I sigh. Weren't we here first? But I know colored people always have to wait. Finally, the girl's daddy buys her a new pair of shoes and they leave. How can I help you now? Mr. Johnson says to us. I point to a display of saddle shoes. I want to try those on, sir, I say. I hear Mama suck in her breath. Oh, we'll do something different, Ella May, she says. We'll make a picture of your feet for Mr. Johnson. But, I start to say. Pencil and paper are over there, gal, Mr. Johnson says to Mama. Mama traces my feet. Mr. Johnson takes the paper and comes back with a shoebox. Mama holds the shoes next to me. Mr. Johnson fidgets. Yes, I think these will fit, Mama says, and she counts out the money. Is that how you try on shoes when you go to the shoe store? It's not how I try on shoes, so that doesn't seem quite as fun. Rain is pouring down when we leave. Mama snaps open her umbrella. Mama, I say, can't colored folks try on shoes? Mama sighs. No. But then she puts on a smile. But let's think about how nice your feet will look for school. I like my shoes, but it isn't fair that the other girl can try them on and I can't. Mama and I walk together, listening to the rain. The next day in schoolyard, I show Charlotte my shoes. But then I tell her what happened at Johnson's. Charlotte nods. That happened to me too, she said. Even though I have new shoes, I feel bad most of the day. But then, during the spelling, I have an idea. I tell Charlotte as we walk home. Yes, she says, I'll help. So, Charlotte and I do chores. We scrub, we pick the last green beans, we mind babies. Most folks say they can't pay much. Never mind, I say. We'll work for a nickel and a pair of outgrown shoes. At the end of the month, we line up our shoes on empty shelves in the old barn next to the house. Charlotte scoops up the coins. I'll go buy the polish, she says. While she is gone, I clean the shoes with soft rags and pull out all of the dirty shoelaces. I wash them in lots of soapy water until the water squeezes off them clean. I hang the laces on clotheslines to dry in the sun. Charlotte comes running back. I call red, she says. She uses a nickel to pry open the red tin, and I open the black. I take a pair of shoes and rub the polish in. Then I scrunch up my hand inside, smoothing out the wrinkles, and buff the shoes until they shine. The sun has dried the laces now. I thread them back through their holes. Charlotte holds up the shiny red Mary Jane she's been buffing. Almost as good as new, she says proudly. The neighbors know we are ready to open even before the paint on our sign is dry. Ella May and Charlotte's shoes. Price, 10 cents and another used pair. Mrs. Douglas peeps in the barn door holding little Laura's hand. Right behind, I see more neighbors coming. Look at this, Mrs. Douglas marvels. No need to go to Johnson's now. Then she hesitates. Last time, the shoes from Johnson's gave my Laura blister, she said. Can she try on these to see which ones fit best? Charlotte and I smile. We hold our heads up proud. Yes, ma'am, she can. I say loud and clear, in our store, anyone who walks in the door can try on all the shoes they want. And then there's an author's note about how the discrimination that Ella May faces is very real, even though her story is fictional. Because, back during segregation, the simple little things like using a washroom, going and, drinking from a water fountain, riding a bus, eating lunch in a restaurant, all of those things were more difficult for people of color. And it's heartbreaking, honestly. But it's a part of our past that we need to remember. And, you see in a story like this with Ella May and Charlotte seeing a problem that they want to fix. And then they come up with a plan to do something about it. And I find that really inspiring. And I think that we can learn a lot from that. And anyhow, that is our story for today. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much for joining me for my social justice story time. Have a good day.